Hello everyone, my name is Devashish Padi. Today we will discuss else if ladder and switch statement in C++ programming. In the last class we have discussed about the if statement and if else statement. What is if statement? If the condition is true, the if block is executed. Otherwise, if the condition is false, after if, whatever you have written, that code is executed. In the if else statement, if the condition is true, if block is executed, and if the condition is false, else block is executed. And the main point is, the condition is always associated with the if block. Condition is not associated with the else block. Next thing is, if without else is possible, but else without if is not possible. These things are discussed in the previous classes. So today we will discuss another flavor of if statement, that is known as else if ladder statement. Let us start what is generally else if ladder. So this is the syntax of else if ladder. What happens in case of else if ladder? In case of else if ladder, in every else part, if else is present except the last else part. Again I am telling, in case of else if ladder, every else part contains if else statement except the last else part. That means, if I consider this else contains if else. If I consider this else contains if else. Since this is last else statement, there is no if else statement. So every else part contains if else statement except the last else part. Okay, condition is the same. If the condition is true, if part is executed. If the condition is false, else part is executed. In this case, if condition 1 is true, okay, so this line is executed. If this condition is false, control comes here, this else part. And here again condition 2 is checked. If condition 2 is true, this line is executed. If condition 2 is false, again it controls jumps to the else part. Again in the if part, condition is checked, condition 3 is checked. If condition 3 is true, this line is executed. If condition 3 is false, control jumps to the else part and this line is executed. Same thing, condition true means if part is executed, condition false means else part is executed. Okay. So this is the flow diagram of your else if ladder. Here see, condition 1 true means statement 1 is executed. If condition 1 is false, condition 2 is checked. If it is true, statement 2 is executed. If condition 2 is false, condition n is executed. If condition n is true, statement n is executed. Condition n is false, statement 5 is executed. Okay. So always remember, in case of else if ladder, in every else part there is an if else statement except the last else part. Okay, so see, this is a small program. This is a small program. Hash include iostream.h. Forget about using namespace std. We will discuss in the previous classes what is the meaning of using namespace std. Okay. Till now you just remember hash include iostream.h. Okay. Forget about this line. Then void main. I am declaring one variable, integer variable as a num. Okay. And this num is taken from the keyboard by the help of cin statement. Cin num. Okay. So if num is less than 0 or num is greater than 0, wrong number. Else if num is greater than equal to 0 and num is less than 50, fail. Num is greater than equal to 50 and num is less than 60, B grade. Just I am describing the else if ladder. Okay. So else if num is greater than 60 and num is less than 70, C grade. Else if num is greater than equal to 70 and num is less than 80, B grade. Else if num is greater than equal to 80 and num is less than 80, 90, A grade. Else if num is greater than equal to 90 and num is less than equal to 100, A plus grade. Okay. So if you take the value as 66, okay, if you take the value num as 66, okay, then check here, 66 less than 0, condition is false. Okay, comes to here. 66 greater than equal to 0, condition is true. And 66 less than 50, condition is false. True and false, that is false. Again comes to else part. 66 greater than equal to 50 and 66 less than 60. 66 greater than equal to 50, that is true, and 66 less than 60, that is also true. So true and true, result is true. So this output is B grade. Okay. Then enter a number to check grade. Again I am taking the value as 2. Okay. Again I am taking the value as 2. In place of num I am taking the value as 2. So 2 less than 0, condition is false. Or 2 greater than 0, also condition is false. Okay. So it is wrongly written here, that is wrong number. Okay. So here condition is false. 2 greater than equal to 0, condition true, and 2 less than 50, condition true. Okay. So true and true. So what is the output? Fail. Okay. Okay. It is wrongly written, wrong number. The output is fail. Okay. Next one is switch statement. What is switch statement? Now if there are multiple choices are there and you are in a position to take among one, then you can take the switch statement. So in switch statement, case, break, default are defaults are the keywords. Switch is a keyword, case is a keyword, break is a keyword, default is a keyword. So here one expression is there, and depending upon the result of the expression, the case is executed. Okay. Let us consider the result is value 1. That means case value 1 is executed. If the result is value 2, case value 2 is executed. If the result does not match any of the case, then by default is executed. Okay. And what is the work of break statement? The break statement breaks the stop the flow control of switch statement and it transfers the control out of switch statement. Okay. Break is generally used in loop statement and switch statement. Whenever break is used in looping, your for loop and while loop, it generally breaks the loop and control jumps out of the loop. Similarly, whenever break is used in switch statement, control directly jump outside the switch. Let us consider here the result is value 1. So which case is executed? Case value 1. So whatever the output here that is printed, break means it directly jumps to the outside of switch statement. Okay. Let us consider, this is an example. Let us consider in place of num I am taking 10. So switch num means 10. So case 10. So what is the output? It is 10. Break means it directly jumps outside the switch statement. These lines are never executed. Let us consider in place of num you can take 20. So switch 20. 20 means which case is executed? Case 20. And what is output? It is 20. Break means it directly jumps out of the switch statement. Case 30 is never executed. Let us consider you can take 30. So switch 30. So it directly goes to the case 30. What is the output? It is 30. Break means directly comes out of the switch statement. Default is never executed. Let us consider you can take 40 in place of num. So switch 40, case 40 is not there. If no case matches, directly default is executed. What is the output? Not 10, 20 or 30. Okay. If no case matches, then default is executed. So first 10, enter a number 10. So switch 10, which case is executed? Case 10. It is 10. Break means control directly outside the switch statement. Enter a number 55. Okay. In place of num 55. So switch 55. Case 55 is not there. So no case matches. So by default is executed. Not 20, 20, 10, 20 or 30. Okay. So this is all about your switch statement. Thank you.